Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, yesterday we had a look at the Smasher, which I think is still the strongest tank in tier 7, and today we are going to have a look at the tier 8's most strongest tank. Now, again, just like tier 7, this was a very difficult choice, but in the end, it come down to a couple of tanks, and one of them was, of course, the Action X. Yes, I had to add it. Again, there is a lot of tier 8, there's a lot of strong tier 8 tanks, but I just had to go with the Action X with the DPM, the speed, the gun depression, the turret armor. Everything about the tank is super strong, and it's a must-have tank. And when it comes into the game, it comes for quite cheap. Everything about the tank, literally everything about this tank is really nice, and it's a must-have tank because, in my opinion, is the strongest tank in tier 8. So the turret armor is 254 millimeters thick, and the hull is 130. So the hull is nothing special, but you can still get bounces, of course, but it's not about the hull. It's all about the turret, and it's all about the DPM. 2,518 DPM for this tank. Of course, because of the reload is so small, I am actually running it with calibrated shells, but calibrated shells don't change it too much, but neither does running it with the rammer, because the reload is so small, you're not actually losing that much DPM. And when you've got 271 APCR pen, yeah, that will be enough to get through most things, and you've still got a 4.5-second reload. So yeah, very nice. Now, the average damage, it is obviously a low alpha gun. It's a quick rate of fire gun with a low alpha, but I don't mind that because it's more fun, because you're trying to constantly shoot that gun of yours. So 190 alpha, 160 on your APCR. So of course, if you are shooting APCR, especially against tier 9s, you are going to lose some DPM, and you've got a 250 HE. So the aim time, very good at 2.5, and the dispersion also very good at 0.290, and it has 10 degrees of gun depression with 36 kilometers per hour speed. Honestly, not only is this the strongest tank in the game, but it's one of the most in tier 8, sorry, it's one of the most fun, and I play it for many different reasons. I'll play it in a platoon, I'll play it in on my own solo that you can still carry, I will play it in a tournament, I will play in ratings. I will literally play this tank all day long. Now, there was a couple of tanks that I think that was close to the Action X, and one of them was even the things like the T32, which, the same as the T29, is so underrated. The T32 is underrated, and also things like the tier 8, the Japanese heavy, the new Japanese heavy, which is very solid, and the Shark is up there at being one of the best as well. So even though we've lost this game, even though we've lost already half our hit points because of the position we put ourselves in, we still have also bounced over 500 damage. So if you can get yourself on a ridge, if you do get yourself on a ridge, just make sure that you do hide that hatch, because you can see that hatch on top, and that is actually quite a weak hatch, so people will be able to aim at that, and they will aim at that if you are on a ridge. If you're on a ridge, like I said, just look up, look at the face your gun up in the air, and you will just hide that hatch. But yeah, get yourself on a ridge, and you will be able to bully the enemy team. So as you can see, we've been bullied. We have been bullied. We've done 1400 damage, so we haven't done anything special, and but we're still alive, and we're still doing damage, and we're still going to get kills. So at the moment, it is a 4 versus 5. Now, I'm able to take a shot from either the Borask or maybe the Chrysler. If I'm lucky, I could take a shot without dying. If he high rolls, then yeah, of course I am gonna die. So there goes the Borask. So it is now a 3 versus 4, so still a long way to go, and they of course have 2 supremacy points. So a lot of work is still left to do. So obviously if you can go for the tracks, definitely go for the tracks, because you will be able to track them, keep them in position, and because the reload is only 4.5 seconds, you will be able to keep them in that position without them moving. So we're literally just going to fast forward it a little bit. Not too much happens until we get around here. So it's, I mean, we haven't done a lot. It's 2 versus 2. We're losing on supremacy. Literally, if we're going to win, we have to do something. That there was a troll bounce. Of course, it is a Russian heavy. So we're going to get that shot, and we're going to back up and allow our E75 to take the hit. And before you know, it's just one tank left alive. Now, this G-Saw should just be running away. Just run away. All you need to do right now is run away, and it will be game over. But of course, he doesn't. We get a nice snapshot there, and again, that is another nice thing about this tank, is the snapshots. Because of the accuracy and the aim time is super good, you could just snapshot anything and it will most likely hit them. I'm not saying it's going to penetrate, but it will most likely hit them. So yes, we only finished on 2k damage, but we still managed to stay alive. We still managed to do the damage, do the kills, and get the win. And next up, we're going to watch a game driven by Ballist 1, and from the Vibes clan, and he is top tier. So if you are top tier in this tank, you will be able to do a lot of damage. Put it in if you put yourself in the right position and just show your turret, you will get a lot of blocked shots as well. So our guy here, he's already on 800 damage. He's blocked 320. And again, if you see a tank that has shot, especially a tank with sort of a high reload, then of course just sit out and you'll probably be able to shoot them at least 3 times before they have reloaded. So he's not even trying to get a bounce from this KV4, and he's still managed to get some bounces. So 640 block damage so far, and you could just see with the reload, he's bullying these tanks. The KV4 can't really do anything. However, the Chieftain is now gone. It is a 3 versus 5, so there is still a lot of work to do. He's on 1500 damage with 1080 blocked damage. Team, what the F? It doesn't matter. You're in a very good tank. You're in a good tank. And also another thing about this tank, it has 2 legendary camouflages, and both of them I really like. This one is fantastic, and the other one, which I use, Keep Calm, it is another fantastic tank. And just like this Chimera is about to find out, if you just go for the tracks, there honestly isn't nothing that these guys can do. And if you can hide that hole as well, you're going to have a fun time. You really are going to have a fun time. So it is now a 2 versus 4. He's still got the high ground here, and that's where you need to be. If you can keep these guys low, luckily the Smasher there just misses his shot. 2.5k damage at the moment. There's a full hit point IS6, there's a full hit point Smasher. So if these guys just push together, it would literally be game over. It's a 2 versus 4. All they need to do is push together. But there goes the KV4. So it is now a 2 versus 3. He takes a nasty shot against the Smasher, but he is now on a reload, and because he's on a reload, we can just bully him. Now he can actually take another shot from this Smasher. As long as he's not able to HE him, he is going to be able to just take another shot from this guy. And as you can see there, he has taken a shot, and that will be the end of the road for the Smasher. Excuse me. So he has now taken care of the Smasher for his 2nd kill. He is now a 1-shot, so it's still going to be a very difficult task to be able to win this game. But he has done 3.9k damage, which is still a remarkable job. And he's already blocked 1500 damage as well. So he's almost blocked the hit points that he's got. So it's now a 1 versus 2. The IS6 is full hit points. So it's not going to be easy, because the T44 is also almost full, well, half hit points. So if he can get a bounce here from the T44, which is exactly what he does, he may be able to take this T44 out. But he's just going to push. Is he going to push? If he's going to get in this position, he has to push. He may be able to take a shot from the T44, but just look how much he's bullying this guy. Absolutely bullies him. 5 1,000 damage, 2,000 block damage, and just 1 tank left alive, and that is the IS-6. So he's got this guy on DPM. He's got this guy on, I wouldn't say on armor, but he's got definitely on the turret. If he can keep this guy at bay, at length, then he will be able to pull off a victory. He just needs a couple more bounces. Now, that bounce was actually quite a lucky bounce because he was in no position to bounce that. So if he's going to just go forward, he's going to face hug. This isn't the best of tanks to face hug, if I'm honest. So he is getting lucky that the IS-6 isn't a fantastic player. If the IS-6 just uses premium rounds into the whole of this thing, it is game over. But no idea what this IS-6 is doing. But well played, Ballist. Absolutely well played. And that is what this tank is capable of. It's capable of doing damage, it's capable of blocking shots, and it's capable of winning. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree? Is this the strongest tier 8 tank, or is there another tank that you think is the strongest? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye bye. With